Howdy, howdy. Welcome back, everybody, to my channel Passion Theory, where I share with you some of my passions. And this time we're going to be going through that jewelry jar we were going through last time, because we only got like about a handful in because I was describing it and stuff. If you're here on the second video, I'm not going to do all that. I'm just going to get straight into it. So this is what we have left to deal with. A whole bunch. Whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to grab a handful of it, put it in our bin, and then I'll show you what we're working with. We might do a couple handfuls today if I can do this quickly. Alright, this is what was in our handful. A lot of it stuck together and is all tangled up, so it ended up being a bigger handful than I was expecting, but that's okay. I will start detangling and show you what I've got. Okay, so I'm not sure if it's showing up on camera. This looks kind of like a blue teal green on the camera, but in real life it's like a deep forest green. This is wearable but not really sellable by itself, so this is going to go in a green lot. This right here is broken up at the top. I could take the time to fix it, but it's not really worth it. I mean, these beads are plastic. If they were glass, I would fix it. So this is going to just go into a junk lot. And then this orange, especially this really bright orange, is hard to come by. So it sells really well. There are people who really, really like the color orange. It's just one of those colors where whenever I have something orange up, it sells for me for whatever reason. So I'm probably going to pick this up for about 15. So we've got this green headband. This is going to go into the green lot. This is a nice Sodalite chip necklace. I have a ton of different chip necklaces, and I've collected them mostly from jewelry jars, and I don't have Sodalite yet. So this is going in my personal collection because I want as many as I can get, and they're $20 to $25 typically if you try to buy them. Some places you can get them cheaper, but then they're usually fake stones. I looked this over. This appeared to be real stones. So I'm going to keep this one. And then there's this guy who's just kind of plain. This one's going to go into a blue lot because it's still wearable. Alright, so this is really cool looking, but it's missing a ton of stones. There's one missing here. There's 3 missing over here. So this is going to go in a junk lot. But before it does, I'm going to steal some of its parts. I'm going to steal this chain and this hook here for this, oh, the cat and my husband, I guess, are having a conversation. For this here, because it's lost its hook and its chain, and I can fix it and throw it in a black lot, because that's the only thing that's wrong with it. So I will fix that with this part. That's why I keep my pliers and stuff with me. And then this is made out of glass, and it looks to be homemade. It's just going to go into a white lot. So I've got this beaded thing here. These are like glasses holders. It's going to just go into a junk lot because those don't really sell well for me unless they're very, very, very like fancy. This is marked. It's marked EL, I believe. There we go. But it is these rings are very worn and like rusting in some places. So this is going to go into a junk lot. Plus it's plastic. And then we have this very neat orange bracelet, and this I'll probably put up for 15. It'll probably more likely go for around 10, but I start things at 15 typically and take offers on them. Unless something is worth more to me. So we've got this necklace here. This is howlite dyed to look like turquoise, but it is howlite. This is going to go in a witchy box because howlite is useful for things no matter what it's dyed. This here is just a cute little beaded necklace. It's going to go in my black lot bag. It says Cooee on the tag, Cooee, so I will look that up just in case, but if I say something different at the end of this little part, then it was worth something. If not, it won't. And then I got this necklace, which took me 1.5 years to untangle. But since it's got the little cow skull here, I'm going to put this in a witchy box for a fellow Taurus. Because I am also a Taurus. And I would keep it, but my neck would never fit that. It's too small for my neck. So as I suspected, it is very similar to like Claire's. So, yep, it goes into the black bag. And my lot bags typically sell for around $20. So even if I only get lots and I never got anything good, I would make my money back on this box because my lots always sell. Alright, so we have this set of 4 beaded bracelets. And they're tied together with this ribbon. But they are in fact 4 separate bracelets. They're giving me Forest Witch vibes, so I'm going to throw them in a witchy box. And I'm just going to keep the whole set together. This does not have any silver marks anywhere, but I'm pretty sure it's tarnished silver, and this is like a thin silver plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to test it. I do have a silver test kit, and probably at the end of this, I will test some things for you just so you guys can see what it looks like if you want. We can find out if it is silver, because not all silver is marked, especially if it's homemade by like people who are doing it personally, or they're buying different pieces, things like that. Not every silver or gold item is actually marked. And then the last thing is this, which I thought was really cool because they have like polished walnut shell, which is really cool. However, you can tell the elastic is completely blown. I would have put this in either a witchy box because of the cool walnut shell or in my wood lot, but it's going to go into the junk lot because it is so messed up. So I ended up liking these tumbled walnut shells, like tumbled and polished. I ended up liking them so much that I went ahead and rescued them. I'm going to use them to make some of my own jewelry. I do this a lot. If I find beads I like in these. I haven't had to buy beads to make my jewelry or my bookmarks and stuff that I make for my witchy boxes or to sell personally. I haven't had to buy any beads for them in so long since I've been doing this because I upcycle them from broken things, and these are going to make some really lovely things. Okay, and the last 2 things I found in that handful are this puka shell and bone carved necklace. It's super long, super awesome. And these are these elephants here are not ivory, they are bone. There's various ways to tell. There's YouTube channels that can show you how to tell the difference, but it has to do with the striker marks. I believe I'm saying that correctly. Bones have it going a single direction, whereas ivory has like a crisscross type of a pattern. So these are most definitely bone. So this is okay to sell, and it's almost always cow bone or ox bone. So this is going to be probably $25. And then I have this puka shell here, necklace here. It has a really dark forest green stone on it. And it is broken up here, but it's a super easy fix. This just got twisted, and I have needle nose pliers. I have a jewelry making background, so I can fix things like this super easy, and this will just go in a puka shell lot. If it had more gemstones, then it would go in a witchy box lot, but it does not. So, not lot, but in a witchy box. But since it just has a little bit, and I sell puka shell necklaces in big lots, and they go just like everything else. You wouldn't think they do, but no problem. So, our box is empty, our bin's empty, and let's get another handful because I think we have time. If you're worried about the use of the zippy bags, I actually use these over and over and over again. So, like this $25 bag. That just means everything in it I'm listing individually for $25. It helps me when I'm shipping things out, just so things go really fast. And then when it's empty, you know, I wait till most of my bags are empty before I buy a new box. So a couple of these bags already had stuff in them. But yeah, most of the stuff got sold. And also when I do list it, I move it from here into a different storage area. And then these are free. So these get emptied up as I list stuff. All right, so let's grab our new handful. This is the new handful. I see a lot of interesting things in here. So let's get started. So I not only can get beads from jewelry that's all busted up, but sometimes you just end up with beads. So here's some light pink. Come on. They are light pink glass bicone beads. So I'm going to put them in this handy dandy bag that this necklace was in. There's nothing special about this necklace. It just happened to be in this zippy bag. And so I also don't have to buy a lot of these baggies. I get a lot of baggies and stuff too. So I'll just put them in there. And I also got this. Not sure what it's from, but it feels like it's wood, but that like it's not a piece of jewelry. It doesn't look like it snapped off of anything. It just looks like it's something you would glue onto something else. And that's cool. I can use it for an art project of some kind or another. Or I can sell it as is and somebody else can buy it for their art project. Probably actually end up selling it just because I don't do a lot with crosses. So I would probably sell it for about $8 with free shipping. And then this is going to go into probably just, the heart here. I could give this out around Valentine's Day in a witchy box for self-care type purposes. Because it's a heart, but it's not like crazy pink and stuff. I think that's what I'll do with it. Because it's not quite good enough to sell on its own, but it's still functional and nice looking. All right, we got some really interesting, nice stuff. This is all made out of clay. Someone handmade this. And it's on this kind of cording. It's actually very nice. And it's strange and odd and probably one of a kind. So I'm going to put this up for $25. Because strange and odd sells. Then we got this beautiful, this is like a huge chunk of wood. And different woods that have been put together and polished. And I'm going to put this one up for $25 as well. And this one here is busted and there's no way to fix it as it's missing a lot of these and things like that. It's not really my style, but I might have thrown it into a gray or gold lot. I probably wouldn't have sold this outright anyway, but this is just going to go into a junk lot. Alright, so this wooden bracelet still has plenty of elasticity. It's going to go into my wood lot. This I'm going to put up for $15. And then this is old and has some discoloration wear. So I'm going to put this up for $15 instead of $25. Otherwise it'd be $25 if it didn't have some wear to the metal. Other than that, it looks really neat and probably vintage. Just based on how it's put together. Alright, so these are going to go in my rainbow lot. This is another one of those wine stem things that we keep finding. It'll go in my Christmas lot. And if you wonder what a lot is, it's about 20 different items. So the earring set would count as one item, for example, in the rainbow lot. And all of these together would count as one item in the Christmas lot, that kind of thing. So I typically put around 20 items in a lot, depending. This is really interesting. It looks like all these beads are clay balls that were hand painted by somebody. This one's just like, if I can get this to focus, this one's just like a tree. But this one is like an elegant centaur lady in a dress. Do you see that? She has 4 little legs and a tail, and she's in like a dress. And then this one is a ship that's on fire. And this one, I think this is Saturn. The elemental symbol for Saturn. Looks like I have it upside down. And this is like an Aries sheep. And this is a labyrinth. And this is a building on fire. Or maybe this says something. MUNMN. Or MVNMN? I don't know. And then there's a bird cage on a tree branch. And then there's like, I think this is a symbol for some kind of government thing or scouts thing. Maybe it's an Eagle Scout thing. So, I don't know. This is just really cool and interesting to me. I'm actually probably going to take what I find to be the more interesting beads and just straight up sell them. Since they're hand painted and stuff, probably for like $6 a piece. And then the rest of the beads, like this one, since it's just a plain tree, will just go in a junk lot. But that's really cool. And then I got one of these old school Pooter pendants on an old cord. Probably looked like this at one time. And what I'm going to do is, because it's just a cloth cord, I'm just going to rescue it and use it for my jewelry. So I'll just cut it off of here and I will keep this. And we're almost done for this video. Alright, last 2 items. This necklace is again dyed howlite. This is going to go into a witchy box. And then this here would have been beautiful and I would have sold it as is, except for this is broken. And it's broken in a way that takes a lot of time and effort to fix. It's not a quick fix. So I'm going to put this in a junk lot and somebody can have a lot of fun with these glass beads. I don't always go through and rescue the beads off to use in my own stuff. I would in this case since they're glass. However, I don't really need any glass bugle beads. And so I'd have to like, it would be time consuming to strip this instead of putting it in their different colors and everything. So I'd have to sort them and it would just take a long time. So I'm going to let somebody else do that and have fun with their craft lot. All right, so that's everything for today. So we might have found some silver. We did find a couple of higher end $25 pieces. We found 3 of those. So if 2 of those sell, that's it. I made my money back on this box because shipping and everything was $32 and we still have a lot to go. Let's take a look. So it looks like we probably have done about 1/3 of this bag, maybe. Yeah. And I am holding all of the single earrings to the end to see if I find their pairs, and I show you if I find their pairs. And then I'll show you any of the cool earrings at the end that are singletons, and anything that's just like a little tiny piece of chain, I check it with a magnet. If it's magnetic and it's too small to use or anything, I'm just tossing that. So I'm not showing every single little piece of trash that's in here, but there's a lot of it. But overall, even on my first video, it looks like I'll make my money back. So I definitely will this time. And I probably have, 2 or 3, maybe 4 more videos on this box alone. And it's just time and how long it takes it to get up. So I cut it off after a certain amount of time. And I have my even bigger box. I have a 26-pound box that I got in. I haven't even opened it. I'm waiting until this box is done sorting So yeah, see you guys next time, and remember to make room for your own passions. Bye for now.